Welcome to Spoken Reviews, home of the Spoken Reviews. Today, guys, we're doing the top 6 differences between the Austin Giga Texas Model Y with the 4680 batteries and the Fremont Model Ys. And coming in number 1 on the top 6 things that are different, it's going to be the battery. So again, the Model Ys coming out of Giga Austin are going to have that 4680 structure. The big thing to note that these batteries are going to be 5 times the energy, 16 times the range, and 6 times the power. So huge improvements in what we're seeing with these new batteries. And I can already say with what we've uncovered with this Giga Model Y, we mentioned in a previous video that the app only says 50D, which is really impressive, right? Because we're thinking that this was going to be a 75, and it might be 75 unlocked, but as confirmed, the app only says 50D. But so I mean, theoretically, it's possible that with a 50 kilowatt battery, they're getting 280 miles. All right, coming in at number 2 is going to be the actual structure and the GigaPress. So this is a very unique car. Nothing like it on Earth. So what we have is the fact that you have the largest presses on Earth actively. And right now they've actually started delivering, I think the very first one for the Cybertruck, which will be even larger. But as of now, these Model Ys coming out of Texas are the only vehicles on Earth in the history of mankind to be made in this type of structure. And what it is basically they're taking the material molding, they're putting it in a huge press, and they're basically pressing out the majority of the structure of the vehicle. So differs from every other car that's ever been built in the history of mankind, right? Where you have multiple pieces of the structure being pieced together. With this, you're getting that one big piece molded together, and what it's doing is it's saving weight. It's adding rigidity to the vehicle, and also you'll see that what they've kind of done is they've actually placed the batteries inside the structure. So much like they'll make the comparison to an airplane in the wing and how the fuel is in the wing of the plane, and it actually adds to the structure of it, similar to this, right? So again, that's number 2 is going to be the structure, very unique. Again, the Model Ys coming out of Fremont are also, they're still awesome. They're still fantastic vehicles. But again, they're going to lean more towards that legacy manufacturing as opposed to being made with these huge, large gigapresses. All right, coming into number 3 on the list is going to be the price difference. So as of now, the Model Ys coming out of Austin are $59,990. So basically 60 grand for the Model Ys out of Austin. And after the latest price increase, the Model Ys coming out of Fremont are going to be basically $65,000. So basically you're going to have a $5,000 difference. And with that $5,000, you're going to have a difference of basically 50 miles rated range. Now, I'll be very specific to say rated range because there's a lot of speculation that there's a lot of hidden potential in range within this Model Y from Austin. It's not confirmed yet, but that's kind of the information that we're seeing. And there's a lot of evidence to that, specifically with how much energy gets put in the battery when you charge, and a couple other things that we're seeing and pieces of evidence that are kind of popping up, but it won't be confirmed until they release it. But again, the number 3 on that list of top 6 things is going to be the price difference. So again, coming out of Texas, 60 grand, and now coming out of Fremont, if you order, it's going to be 65 grand. And coming in at number 4 is going to be the lead times. So as of today, in June of 2022, if you go and try to order a Model Y, you're going to be looking from anywhere between January and April of 2023. That's right, guys. Almost a year out to get a Model Y. So that's pretty intense, as opposed to with the Texas version. They're actually at the point, the lead times are pretty short. So again, I was offered mine a week ago and got it basically 8 days after they offered it to me. So if you can be lucky enough to get the offer, the lead time is only, a week. So sometimes I've seen people on Reddit that have gotten it the same week, right? So they've gotten the text on a Monday and they've gotten delivery on a Friday. So the same week, you'll see a lot of evidence of that, and people are, showing the screenshots and they're showing the email. So it's verified that you can get these Model Ys from Austin, anywhere from a couple days to a week or two versus waiting a full almost a year. So again, number 4 on the list is going to be the difference in lead times. All right, guys, and coming on the list at number 5 is going to be the small interior differences. So I'm going to say the interior differences, but also the differences in quality. And I will have a full video specifically going through just the quality of the interior now that it's been over a week that I've had it with the vehicle. So again, with the interior, you're going to get the shelf. They've yet to implement this in the Fremont versions, but we look forward to seeing that coming soon. And also, you'll see a slight difference in just the carpeting. So it's the type and texture of the carpeting that they're using here, and also that this and the other Model Ys from Fremont, it actually it's more like plasticky here versus the carpeting there. So, and there's a couple other small little touches, but that's going to be number 5 on the list. Just those small interior improvements with the Model Ys coming out of Texas, but also those improvements, but also just the better quality. So again, if you get on YouTube right now and you search 2022 Model Y, you're going to see a lot of people complaining about the quality. You're not going to see that with these Austin-built Model Ys. Personal experience of also, looking at the delivery center in Fort Worth, but also I'm seeing some other reviews and information from the communities on Reddit. So again, number 5 is going to be the interior differences. All right, guys, and coming in at number 6 is going to be the future potential. That's right, future potential, guys. So I'll make the reference of whenever we roll consoles, right, generation. So you go from a PS4 to a PS5. Granted, the PS4 still fantastic. People are still having a lot of enjoyment, playing a lot of great games and having fun with that. Still a great console and still has, life in it. But once there's a PS5 and people start realizing the different benefits and realizing that it's a whole growth curve. Now, with Tesla's technology, typically you're seeing like a 5-year run rate. So if you look at the different batteries in the predecessors of the 4680 battery and also the structure, it's about 5 years in between. So what you're seeing right now out of Texas, Giga Texas, is going to be pretty much the new standard for Teslas for the next 5 to 7 years until the next big thing happens. So again, if you want to have the latest and greatest and you want to be on the cutting edge, it's going to be the Model Y coming out of Texas. But again, not to knock, the Model Y out of Fremont is still amazing, fantastic, and I'd say it's still one of the best electric vehicles you can get today. And it's proven, right? So the big benefit there is that it's proven technology, right? There's millions of those Model Ys out of Fremont on the road versus there's only a couple thousand of the Texas ones. So, that's kind of, the pros and cons right there, right? You're going to have some pros with having the true tested vehicle out of Fremont versus this is going to be the latest and greatest over here. So there could be some kinks to work out, but I don't anticipate that just with the way Tesla does their processes. They're really, really, really efficient, and they really value a lot of the operational excellence principles to come out with great vehicles. But you never know. Well, guys, thank you for watching this quick video of the top 6 differences between the Model Y out of Fremont versus the Model Y out of Texas. We really do appreciate the support. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit the sub channel. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a great day.